What is up, you guys? It's your spiritual fairy godmother, and I am back. Okay, except for I'm not back with another read. I'm back with a channeled message. It's not really like a reading per se. However, I definitely have some things that have kind of just been coming up that I really wanted to talk to y'all about. So if you're not into the whole tarot readings and all that kind of stuff, of course, there are other videos that I got. Y'all can click off this one, go to that one. But today, we finna talk about the energy that's flowing in and the energy that is also flowing out. Okay, so it's like I'm getting like an inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Take it in, bring it out. Take it in, breathe it out. I wanted to say breathe it out, but I heard like bring it out. And then I'm hearing that song like, what they be saying, like bring them out. It's hard to turn. It's like a T.I. song. It's from back in the day. So that could be a message just in itself, like bring them out. I'm getting like celebrity or like an opening act. So some of y'all could be in the season where you are feeling like everybody else is getting something. This person got that. This friend is getting married. That person got pregnant. This person got a new career. This person just graduated. What else? Like, shit, this person just got their hair done. This person just went on a trip. This person got a new therapist. This person did this. This person did this. And I feel like what's happening is God is showing us what is possible. I feel like God is showing us the opening act. So a lot of what you're feeling, if you're feeling it, of course, take what resonates, but a lot of what you're feeling, it is not envy or it is not jealousy. It is not negative. And I feel like the thing that's holding you back from your success or your own act, being, it's like you don't even want to be the opening act for somebody else. You just want to be like, you want it to be your show type shit. And I feel like that's what you're not realizing. You're not realizing that there's so much going on that you don't see. There's so much happening around you that you literally cannot fathom, right? A lot of times we assume, this person is having money problems, or this person having problems with their nigga, or this person ain't going through nothing, this person always happy, this person body look like this person got this. And I feel like a lot of times, all of the time, most of the time, we literally do not know what a person is going through. We do not know what a person has experienced in order to get whatever blessing they have gotten, right? So what kind of started me on this today was a post on the Shade Room from Orlando Brown. He was basically like, the blessings that he's getting, it may seem like he's not getting no blessings, but the blessings that he's getting is everything that he cannot see, right? That's how I feel. It's like, I don't care what God has taken away from me. I got an eviction notice on my name. I don't got no car. I'm living at home with my mom. I have nothing that is mine except my mind, except my heart and my relationship with God. And for a long time, I feel like I did not know that like that was enough. Literally, that was enough. That was all I needed. Because what was going to come from that was wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. God already gave me all the wisdom that I need. Or let's say God already gave me all the knowledge. I already know everything. I'm a magical ass being. I may not think I know it, but if I want to tap into it, I can. Whatever dimension, whatever energy space, whatever time source, whatever I want to tap into, I can. We are all gods and goddesses. We have that power. However, God is showing me in this moment the knowledge so that next season I can understand why I was exactly where I am now. Because I've gotten so much understanding from having my miscarriages, and that's the thing in itself. Having my miscarriages really did teach me love, selfless love, unconditional love. My babies sacrificed themselves for me. They killed themselves in order to allow me to live. And of course, ain't nobody gonna get that but the mommies who get that. But love is sacrifice, and the love that I have for myself is making me want to sacrifice things that are no longer, and it's not even that they're hindering me. It don't even gotta be that they're bad things. Certain habits that I have, like eating is not bad, but maybe how I eat is what's bad. That is the sin. The lust for the food, or the gluttony. Like, I ain't even hungry, but I'm sad, and I know the eating is gonna make me feel better, so I'm gonna eat this. Even though I'm full, I'm gonna eat it more. So it's not the fact that I'm eating that's the sin or the bad thing, and I don't believe in religion, so it's not a sin. But the negativity comes, or I don't even want to say bad or good. It's like, what the fuck are words, right? But I have to, as a human being, use what I have, right? I have to use what I have. So in this season, I feel like God is testing you to, not testing you to see like, oh, okay, can you withstand this? Can you do this? Nah. God already know your heart. God already know you can't get through it. God wouldn't give you nothing that you can't handle. But in this season, I feel like God is testing how you're going to react, how you're going to respond, how you respond to trouble, how you respond to people walking away from you, how you respond to loss, death, grief. How do you respond to things not going your way, right? I feel like God is in the process of helping us to understand what it means to have blind faith. Yesterday, I walked across the street with my eyes closed, and I didn't make it the whole way. I had like 3-4 steps left before I would have hit the sidewalk, but I opened my eyes. Why? Why did I open my eyes so soon? Because I did not have as much blind faith as I thought I had. I could say it all day. God loves me. I'm safe. I'm protected. God ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. But the moment I got scared, the moment I couldn't see the protection that God had already had over me, I allowed fear to force me to open my eyes. And sometimes when we do things too soon, we don't get that gratification. We get in that relationship too soon. We have sex too soon. We take that job offer too soon. We accept this too soon. You don't even know it was a blessing right over there. You don't even know if it was something better right over there. So a lot of times we kind of take what we can get, take what's given to us, accept the bare minimum, accept the breadcrumbs that a person want to give us, that a job want to give us. But at what point do you tell yourself, I'm worth more than what I'm accepting right now? You probably already know it. You got the knowledge of it. But you don't have the wisdom of it. You don't really understand it yet. You don't understand it yet because you haven't gained the wisdom yet. You don't understand why it makes sense. You don't understand why God said no to that nigga. Why God made that nigga reject you. It was a blessing in that you could not see. That nigga got anger issues, and he put his hands on women, and he molests kids. You ain't know that. You just thought you got your heart broke by that nigga. But real life, God spared the fuck out of you and your child. But you mad and you sad and you depressed over a nigga. Yeah. So in this season, I feel like God is calling you and God is testing you to see how are you going to react to blind faith. When I told you was going to get that apartment, when I told you was going to lease that car, when I told you was going to be able to get out, come out that coma, when I told you he was going to survive that cancer, did you believe me? Or did you go look for something that you could see? Did you go look for an outside source? Did I tell you to go look? Because at some point, God did tell me to open my eyes. But was it when I said? Did I wait? Did I listen? Because just imagine if I would have crossed that street with my eyes completely closed and made it all the way I would have felt fucking invincible. I don't even know what I would have felt like because I didn't do it. I didn't experience it. So all I can say is what I think, what I could have felt, what I think I could have maybe. But to be honest, I can't even fathom what I would have felt because it wasn't time yet. But God had to give me that inch. God had to show me. I already had the knowledge. In my mind, I damn near already knew that I could walk across that street and be straight. It was no cars coming. I'm on a residential street. It's a dead end right here. Ain't nothing. In my heart, in my mind, in my body, in my spirit, I knew I was safe. I knew I was, but I didn't have the wisdom. I still don't have the wisdom because I still ain't did that shit. But I'm going to test that shit again. That's what God is. That's what life is. That's what earth is. That's what this experience is. We're learning. We're being tested. Oh, you said you got anger issues. You acknowledge the fact that you have anger issues, but you're not doing shit about that. Okay. I ain't do nothing to you, but put a motherfucker in your life. I ain't tell you to get mad at that shit. I ain't tell you to react like that. The knowledge already there. You are 9 times out of 10. Think about when you asking your friend for advice. Don't you already probably know what you gonna do, or what you want to do, or what you think you should do? But you gonna ask anyway. You gonna ask anyway, because that's what we do as people. We ask advice. We think other people have something that we don't, even though it's all within us. But that's because we feed off each other. We need each other. Everything is everything. The shoes I'm wearing, I don't know who made them, but somebody in this world invented a little piece that goes on the machine or the conveyor belt that produces my shoes. Me and that person is connected because his idea, his thought, something that God told him, is now manifested on my feet. So you could think you don't got no impact. You could think you not enough, you not doing enough, don't nobody love you, ain't nobody here for you, you lonely. Baby, God is testing how you're going to react to that loneliness. Do you get depressed? You get sad? Do you utilize it? Do you get creative? You get mad? You get frustrated? Do you get happier? God is testing our reactions to things. I feel like for me, I've still been reacting in a way where I've been conditioned to react. A lot of things I react to in anger. And then after 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm really not angry about it. But because of how my chemical in my brain is naturally set up, and I only say naturally because, shit, it happened naturally. Something physically or outside of my body, outside of God, happened to me, which created something in my brain, my mind, my body, my spirit to work on itself. Why? Because the human body is self-healing. Even the brain. Even the brain. So if my brain naturally noticed, hey, this is a pattern for our body, we go on a real high up of emotions, whether that's sad, mad, frustrated, pissed off, whatever. And then chemically, we get this combustion of THC in our body. And then, even if it's not because of the THC, and it is because of it has certain properties and chemicals that alter the brain, and I get that. It is a medicine, it is a herb. But the thought of my mind winding down and coming down from that anger or that level of high level intensity of emotion, now naturally my brain remembers that, hey, when she feel like that, this is the chemical we need to produce to get her back here. Then your brain craves it, it needs it, right? So sometimes I need to be alone in order to not be mad. Like, I could be telling myself I'm around a whole bunch of people, I'm like, damn, I'm not even mad no more. But I'm overstimulated because now you in my face, probably wondering why I'm mad, wondering why I got going on. I feel like it's my responsibility to now look happy even though I'm upset. Not for me, but for you. So all these reasons why my brain tells me, hey, you need to be alone. But it's an old chemical. I need to create a new one. So I need to react a couple bad times in order for me to create this new wave of how it works. Okay. Yeah, you do need to smoke. You do need to smoke. No. You calmed yourself down. You ain't even hit the blunt. Okay. Now maybe you don't necessarily need weed, but you crave being alone. Okay, cool. So now she alone. But what's going to happen when you at work? Or what's going to happen when you at a seminar? What's going to happen when you famous or you on a big screen, you on a stage, and you can't motherfucking necessarily be alone because you got a whole team? How you going to react then? Because in a year or two, I'm finna be here. So God is now testing me now. You're not going to test me when I get there. Because when I get there, I'm going to have a whole different set of tests. Now I'm getting tested on how to deal with this, and this. How to not change or alter who I am because now I'm in a room with these people. So, understanding where you are, why God has you there, and the blessings that you're receiving just by being there, that's the season we're in. I'm receiving so many blessings. You could think like, look, let me tell y'all. When I tell y'all I was so sad about this eviction. So sad. I thought my world was over. I was so embarrassed. Like, I'm in my 20s, you know. I'm a black girl in Milwaukee. I feel like it's not even a Milwaukee thing. Milwaukee is real popularity based, you know. So it's kind of like, shit, it's embarrassing. But when I tell y'all, the process of me moving, Jonathan it wasn't like he had just passed away, but my money wasn't right I had went from having him pay the bills to paying the bills by myself and really kind of getting to the point where I couldn't afford it. So at this point, the eviction was the only thing that was kind of going to keep me afloat. I know that now. I would have sat there and I would have been depressed in that house. I would have been not able to pay my bills, which caused me shame, which caused guilt, which caused a lack of confidence for me to not like myself, for me to not go outside and do things that make me happy. I don't want to go outside. I should be in a house somewhere working. And then I work on the internet, so if I'm not getting clients, it's not like I got a job that I can go to that's a 9 to 5, where it's guaranteed money. I'm also relying on others. I'm also relying on others now. Relying on other people for something that I need or for something that I want. So now there's a question. I don't really, so I'm real confused, just out of it. I knew I didn't really have the money. I knew I wasn't really in a position to be living on my own at that space. I knew that. But I didn't have the understanding and I did not have the wisdom. I just knew it. I didn't want to know it. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to trust that I couldn't do it. It was like a pride. It was like an ego thing. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And then I realized exactly why I couldn't do it. Because I didn't really believe in myself. I had the knowledge. I knew I could do it. But I didn't understand. No, I didn't understand how I could do it. How I could make it happen. I didn't get it. I didn't have everything. I didn't have all the answers. I didn't have all the puzzle pieces. I just knew that I didn't believe in myself. Because in my mind, it was like I knew that I could do it, but my actions were not reflecting that. That's how I know that I didn't really understand it. I didn't really get it. I didn't really have the wisdom because I didn't have the experience. I hadn't been through that shit. You know, I've been put out of multiple houses for multiple different reasons. The first house I was put out of was because Garada Properties ended up buying my apartment complex, and anybody who wasn't already on rent assistance had to get put out. The second house, as y'all know, I had got my dog, and my upstairs neighbor had complained that he was scared of the dog, so I had to leave that house. So this was my third house where God had put me. This was the third test where God was asking me, do you trust me? And instead of just saying yes, instead of just saying, yes, I trust you, yes, I believe in you, I sat there with fear, worry, stress every day. And all that did was make me give up on myself. So what I did was, I told my mom, or I asked my mom, I'm like, well, we gonna live together. We're gonna get a 4-bedroom, because I can't live by myself. I can't do this by myself. I need help. I need help. I need help. I need help. I need you to be paying half of this, and then I do this. God had already told me what it was. God had already gave me my revelation the first 2 times. The first 2 times.